Good evening and welcome once again to another DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball. This is Mitch Beck with you. We are on the campus of the Waterbury Career Academy, the home of the Spartans, and we have got the DET Sports Media Game of the Week for you between the visiting Holy Cross Crusaders and the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Well, entering into the game, the Waterbury Career Academy is number 66 in the state. They're number 15 in Division III play. And Holy Cross is number 28 in the state, number 11 in D2. We're going to have the starting lineups for you now. And once they introduce them, we will get the national anthem and go from there. For the visiting Holy Cross Crusaders, they will start number 1, Nate Munoz. Number 2, Elijah Parker. Number 3 is Peyton Mullins. Number 10 is Joe Dane. And number 15 is Ashton Sanasi. They are coached by several people: Jerry Ciolegio, Ed Girinaldi, and Ryan Olson. Waterbury Career Academy will start number 2, Zaire Lott. Number 3, Jason Kennedy. Number 4, Carmelo Mojica. Number 12, Sonny Pierce. And number 24, Carlos Cali. Never get tired of hearing our national anthem, our beautiful national anthem. So it felt like my old radio days of hitting the post, getting that last name in just before the song started. So just to give it to you again really quickly, they're going to give you the visiting Holy Cross Crusaders. So you will allow you to listen to the announcements, and then we'll be right back.
Number 2, Elijah Parker. Number 3, Peyton Mullins. 10, Joe Dane. And number 1, Nate Muniz. And now for your Waterbury Career Academy Spartans, number 3, Jason Kennedy. Number 12, Sonny Pierce. Number 2, Zaire Lott. Number 4, Carmelo Mojica. And number 24, Carlos Kelly.
So there are the starting lineups. And we will be getting underway just in case you couldn't make it out. It's number 1, Nate Munoz. Number 2, Elijah Parker. Number 3 is Peyton Mullins. Number 10 is Joe Dane. And number 15 is Ashton Sanasi for Holy Cross. For WCA, it'll be number 2, Zaire Lott. Number 3, Jason Kennedy. Number 4, Carmelo Mojica. And number 12 is Sonny Pierce. And number 24 is Carlos Cali. Neither team is particularly tall. This should be a bunch of jackrabbits running around real quick. Should be a fast-paced game, and we're very excited to be bringing it to you here. This DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball is live tonight on YouTube, so we're glad if you're joining us there, and on Waterbury Cable 16. Two teams lining up. And the jump ball is controlled by Holy Cross. That was Sean Turner, who wasn't listed as a starter. There's a jumper. Nothing but bottom of the net.
Basket number 15, Sanasi.
Sanasi with a three. Waterbury Career Academy going to work. It's Sonny Pierce giving it up. Mojica shows a fake. It's under the basket. And here comes Holy Cross. And it doesn't fall. That was Parker on the attempt. I don't know how that wasn't a call. But it goes up and in. And Mojica gets the hoop. That was either a travel or a charge. It could have been either one. But we're back to live action. Career Academy throws it into the backcourt, and that'll be a whistle. Turnover for Holy Cross. You can hear Ryan O'Leary calling triangle. Obviously, that's the offensive play that he's looking for out of his Spartans. Inbounding is Mojica. And that's Pierce with the ball. Goes between the legs. He's guarded by Mullins. There's a three from Lott. That's short. Rebounded. And thrown out. Lott picks it up. Nobody able to get a clean feel of it. And another miss. Here comes Parker. Kicks it into the corner for Sanasi. That's no good. Rebounded by Muñez. And they work it around the outside. There's a three from the outside. That's no good. And it's rebounded by Pierce. Pushes it into the corner to Lott. He sets and shoots off the far side of the rim. And it's last touched by Mullins. Spartans will inbound. They're just to our right. Lott will inbound. And a given up to Mojica. Back to Lott. Thought about a three. They all think about a three, it seems. And here he comes on a layup. I don't know how that should have been a travel also, but it's not. It's going to get called for a personal foul. They're going to call that on Kennedy. That's his first. Heading to the line, shooting two, is Elijah Parker. Parker gets set and shoots. He throws it off the back of the rim. We mention it just about each game. Free throw shooting is a sort of lost art. You want to watch the legs. Free throw shooting comes from the legs. You saw the difference there as Parker hits the shot. And a whistle. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Now, as Pierce stepped out of bounds. Parker will inbound right in front of us, literally right in front of us. And now they move him away. Probably my breath. Could be any one of a million reasons. And Holy Cross, that looked like he moved his feet. That's Sanasi. He has it again. And there's a three. Nothing but net. Peyton Mullins, he gets the three. And it's 7-2. Mojica gave up the dribble. Pierce now. He looks to go to the hoop. That was about 20 steps. And a turnover. Parker with it now. Swung around. Dumped inside. Nice move to the baseline and a foul. Get a blocking foul. I think that's going to go on Mojica. It is. It's on Mojica. That's his first.
Foul number 4, Mojica. His first, team second.
Underneath the hoop is Peyton Mullins. He looks for an inbound, gets it in, and it winds up all the way to Parker. Swung around for a three. That's short. Rebounded nicely by Munoz. He puts it back up. No good. They scramble for it. Goes out of bounds. Should stay with Crusaders, but no. They're going to give it to the Spartans. Full court pressure coming here now from the Crusaders. They lead 7-2, 5:04 left on the clock. Both teams looking to get something started. Crusaders putting a lot of pressure on the ball. They break the trap. Coming in off the glass. And that's Kennedy who picks up the two. 7-4. Mullins sends it into the corner. Gets it back. And back over the top. That's Sanasi. Puts it in the corner for Munoz. His shot's no good. And that's Zaire Lott with the rebound. Oh, excuse me, that's Kennedy. Kennedy's three attempt is no good. Going up and skying for it was Nate Munoz. He comes down with it. Pass underneath. Munoz pulls up for three, and he buries it. 10-4, 4:10 now and counting in the first quarter. High school basketball, in case you're new to watching the game, 4 8-minute quarters. That shot is short. Mojica goes to the basket, no good. And we have a whistle. Timeout called.
Technical foul number
a technical foul.
Mojica.
Mojica gets called for a technical. Remember, 2 technicals and you're done for a game. Ashton Sanasi will go and shoot. My guess is that he ran his mouth to the referee. That'll do it every time. And he misses the shot.
The technical free throws, Sanasi.
Sanasi misses on the first. Again, watch the legs. Good free throw shooters will really propel from their legs when they're shooting. It's one smooth motion. And he gets the second.
Checking in for the Spartans, number 30, Andrew Williams. Checking in for cross number 14, Kevin Matthews.
So a couple of changes for Peyton Mullins and Munoz take a seat. Into the game is Blasky. He has the ball now. He works his way through the middle, looks for some help, finds it. Strong move to the hoop. There's a three. That's short. It's an air ball. Nice rebound on that one by Matisse.
Holy Cross arrested number 2, Parker.
And buries a three is Parker. 3:32 to go. It's 13-4. Ronan O'Leary calling a timeout, trying to regroup his team. They had gotten within 3, and now they're down 9. To their credit, and one of the things that's helping Holy Cross, they have not committed a foul yet. We got Munoz has 3, Parker has 4, Peyton Mullins has 3, Astasi has 4. I'm sorry, that last one from from Parker, I believe it was a 2, not a 3. And that makes it 13-4. Only ones to score so far for WCA are Kennedy and Mojica. They each have a bucket. And the full court pressure is applied again by Holy Cross. And that one's lifted high. Pierce gets it across the court. Dribbling with it is Andrew Williams. Gives it to him along the baseline. That's no good. And here they come. Here comes Joe Dane. Brings the ball up. Gets it to Parker. Parker sends it down low to Pierce. Pierce gets the runner. Sanasi, gets the runner. He has 6 points. Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 15-4. Williams, He dishes it off to Lott. Lott's three is no good. Kennedy as it goes between the legs. He's met there by Parker. Parker takes it away. Parker goes coast to coast, dishes. Waits till he gets some help is Dane, and he gets the basket. 17-4. As we told you, this Holy Cross team is fast. That's a carry, but it's not called. And a chuck up at the basket, and it's no good. Williams is going to shoot two. That foul is on Blasky. That's his first, team's first. Andrew Williams, sophomore. He'll shoot two. We'll watch his form. And see, that's why he shorted it. Taking a break is Joe Dane now. Coming into the game is number 4.
And checking in for cross number 4, Trevor Carroll.
And he's not on the roster, so we'll figure it out. And off the rebound, no good. And coming away with it is Elijah Parker. He loses the ball on the way in. Coming back the other way is Lott. Lott looks, pushes, and he'll get a foul. He's going to shoot two. I think they're going to.
Number 14, Matisse.
Matisse gets his first. Team has two.
Shooting two for the Spartans, number 2.
Zaire Lott, leading scorer for WCA. He's going to shoot two here. And he hits the first. See how it's so smooth in one motion that Lott's doing it? That's how it's supposed to be shot, even though he missed the second one. And it's rebounded by Holy Cross. Sanasi with it now in the forecourt. He goes hard and gets knocked down. They kick it out for a three. Rolls over the rim, and it's rebounded by Williams. Kicked outside. That's going to go off of Parker's hand. And some changes. Sanasi goes and takes a seat, as does Parker. And Muniz and Mullins return to the game. There's a three. That rolls. And it will go back to Holy Cross. Minute 34 left here in the first quarter, 17-5. The visiting Holy Cross Crusaders leading the home Waterbury Career Academy Spartans. Munoz had some trouble at first getting a grip on it. And coming back the other way, WCA off the glass and in. To Pierce. Number 4 with it. We'll get his name at halftime. Swung around to Munoz, dropped down low. Back to Munoz. Over to Blasky. Blasky gives it up. Battling on top. Quickly moving the ball right into the corner for the open man, the 11th. That was Blasky who was open, and that shot is short.
Checking back into the game for the Spartans, number 3, Jason Kennedy.
Kennedy checks back in. Checking out is Sonny Pierce. He has a bucket. Inbounding is Mullins. Munoz with it. Gets it back to Mullins. Back up top to Munoz. He pulls up and gives it back to Mullins. Mullins thought about going in, goes back out, finds Munoz for a long three. That's an air ball that hits Lott in the foot and goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds remains cross ball.
21.1 left. Head coach Ryan O'Leary pacing the sidelines. Clearly not happy. And Munoz gives it up to Blasky. Blasky now looks to see what he's got. Time running out. Mullins pulls up for a jumper. It's short, an air ball. And that's missed also. Coming back the other way with 5 seconds to go is Kennedy. He throws it at the net, and it's no good. 2 seconds and 1, and that'll count. I think they're going to give that one to Kennedy.
After 1 quarter play,
so at the end of 1 period of play, the Holy Cross Crusaders lead the WCA Spartans 17-9. We'll watch the WCA cheerleaders enjoy. Nice effort by the WCA cheerleaders. Giving you a quick recap of the scoring. Munoz has 3, Parker has 3, Mullins has 3, Dane has 2, and Sanasi has 6. For the Crusaders, the only ones with fouls are Blasky and Matisse. For WCA, Zaire Lott has a point, Kennedy has 4, Mojica has 2, and Pierce has 2. Mojica has a personal foul and a technical foul. That's 2 fouls. And Kennedy has 1. That's it. That's where we stand. Possession arrow favors the Spartans. They will start with the ball. Inbounding will be Sean Turner. Gives it to Andrew Williams. And we're underway in the second quarter. Williams, he surrenders it to Lott. Goes behind his back. Ball is tipped. Williams is able to get it. Throws it at the net. Lott is there, and he's going to be fouled.
On the line, shooting 2 for the Spartans, Zaire Lott.
And who are they going to call that one on? They're going to call that on Munoz. That's his first foul. Lott now will shoot 2. Beautiful shot on the first one.
Rains the first.
Just a rainbow right into the net. That's what you want. Boom. That's how you do it.
And the second.
And Sanasi comes into the forecourt, pulls up for the jumper, goes off the backboard, no good. And a good job on the follow-up by Parker. He's fouled and gets the hoop. They're going to count that. And they're going to give that foul to Sean Turner.
Number 1, Sean Turner, his first team sport at the line for the 3-point play. Number 2, Parker.
Elijah Parker try and make it a 3-point play. And that's way off. And rebounded by Callie. There's a 3. No good. Parker with it now. Runs out of territory. And gives it up to Mullins. Mullins sends it right in front of us to Sanasi. And then back to the point for Parker. Parker looks for some room. Mullins for 3. And that's good. 22-11. 7:05 left here in the first half. WCA moving the ball. Andrew Williams. Kennedy for a long 3. No good. Rebounded by Sanasi. Gives it to Mullins. Mullins kicks it in the corner to Munoz. He was feeling it. Munoz has 9 points. Excuse me, that was Mullins. And it was Mullins. He has 6. Ball goes out of bounds.
Taking the game to the Spartans, number 11, Sonny Yates, and checking back in, number 4, Carmelo Mojica.
Kicked out to Sanasi. His shot's no good. That looked like a walk again. Up and over. And rebounded. I think that's Lott. It is. And Lott sends it out. It's picked off by Parker on a 2-on-1. Sanasi gets the basket. And a timeout. Ronan O'Leary taking time. 27-11 now. 6:09. And we will double check all the scoring at halftime, give you corrected numbers at that time. Yep, we've got the correct scoring. It's Munoz has got 6. Parker has 5. Mullins has 6. Dane has 2. And Sanasi has 8. It's up to 27. Unless I gave Munoz too many three-pointers. We'll check. So I gave him too many?
He's got 3. He hit Mullins hit the first one.
Okay, so here's what we got. So Munoz only has 1. Mullins has 9. Moving the ball a little better now. Kennedy finds Williams. Kicked out wide. It's Mujica. Mujica misses. Rebounded by Williams. He goes up strong. No good. Gets his own rebound. No good. And that will stay with WCA.
Spartans ball.
27-11, 5:45 left in the first half. Inbounded to Kennedy. He pulls right up for 3. That's no good. And Munoz with the rebound. Gets it out to Mullins. Moved up quickly. Back to Mullins. Nice kick out to Mullins. Long 3. Wow, nothing but the bottom of the net. Mullins with 12. All 3-pointers. 30-11. Ball is loose. Picked up by Sanasi. He goes to the net. Up and in. He has 10. Williams with the runner. Back the other way goes Holy Cross. And stripped away. Williams all alone. And Williams will get the basket. 32-13. Kick down into the corner. Sanasi sees a cutter. Nice move. He saw Dane coming across, and Dane buries it. And they're going to call Dane for the foul. That'll be his first non-shooting foul.
Number 10,
Both teams now have 4 fouls. Remember, it's 7, and they'll start shooting the bonus. At 10, it'll be a 2-shot. Zaire Lott comes and takes a seat. Ronan O'Leary's pretty hot with his team right now. Moved into the corner. Sean Turner moves it inside. Nice move. They find Kennedy, and he's free. He has 7. Sanasi is looking for some help. Finds it. It's Parker. Nice pick. Another long 3. That one's way off. And here comes WCA. They find Kennedy again. Kennedy's shot rolls off the rim. Munoz with the rebound. Nice pass to Parker. Parker struggles to handle it, and it goes out of bounds. A couple of substitutions coming in now.
For cross, number 11, Blatchy.
Zach Blasky is back in. Kevin Matisse is back in.
14, Mattis.
Parker takes a seat. And so does Dane. They come up top. WCA loses the ball again. Moved up quickly to Sanasi. Sanasi with the spin move. Chucks it up there. No good. And it's stolen. And that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favoring Holy Cross. So they will retain possession of the ball. Mullins under the net. He's been extraordinarily dangerous. He leads all scorers in this game with 12 points. Up top to Sanasi. Back into the middle and back out again. Sanasi pulls up for 3. That's short. Mullins backs up and finds some help. That's a 2, no good. And turned the other way by Sean Turner. Dished off to Williams, and it's good. 34-17, 3 minutes left here in the first half. Sanasi, they want to get the hands in the guy who has it right now, Mullins. He's red hot. Munoz. Mullins, will he shoot it from there? He shot it from everywhere else. Mullins kicks it into the corner. Nice move by Munoz. And a nice rebound up and in for Matisse. That's his first bucket of the game. 36-17, 2.5 to go here in the first half. WCA moves the ball nicely that time. Williams, no. And a smart play under the basket by Matisse. That leads back the other way. Sanasi's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And they're going to call that one.
Spartans foul number 1, Sean
That's
Turner.
on Sean Turner. That's his second. Team's 5th, still not in the bonus yet.
Team's 5th.
2:22 left here in the first half. Aiden Cross. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Cross. What am I saying? I'm wrong team. Stasi misses the first.
For Spartans number 2, Zaire Lott.
Zaire Lott back in after a short breather. Sean Turner goes and takes a seat. Sanasi misses both. And it's rebounded by Kennedy, who's had a very good first half for WCA. Thrown down to Williams. Williams goes baseline, turns around, and it goes in.
Williams.
He has 6. 37-19 with 2 minutes to go. Sanasi gives it up to Munoz. He goes hard to the hoop, pulls up, no good, and it's rebounded by Kennedy, and he brings WCA up into the offensive zone. And a pass down low, nicely moved. And another one for Williams.
Andrew Williams.
Excellent pass. Down low on that one by Carlos Cali. Mullins with it. He's directing traffic with 1:30 to go. Sanasi. Mullins looking to create some space for himself. Long 3 from Munoz, no good. And it's rebounded by Cali. They try and move it up quickly to Williams. Williams goes to the middle. No good. Cali with the rebound. Goes back up strong and in. First basket for Carlos Cali. And a timeout as it's 37-23 with 1:05. And a timeout.
37, Spartans 23.
14 points is the difference between these two teams. Holy Cross enters the game 11-4 overall, 2-3 in league play. On the road, they've actually been slightly better than they are at home. They're 6-2 on the road and 5-2 at home. They've won 2 straight. Meanwhile, WCA is 4-2 at home. They won their last game. They are number 66 overall in the state of Connecticut, number 15 in D3. Ronan O'Leary discussing what he wants his guys to do. I can't imagine the direction to Holy Cross is much more than keep doing what you're doing. They've been all over the offensive and defensive boards, been having hands in lanes. Good first half thus far from Holy Cross. WCA just struggled very badly at the beginning, having trouble putting them in the basket, but doing a good job overall competing. They haven't quit. And we're back in. Mullins and Parker. Parker goes to the corner, gives it to Dane. Dane looks it off. Parker to Mullins. Mullins thinks about the 3, gives it up. Dane goes hard to the hoop, looks for help, and it'll go the other way.
Out of bounds, Spartans ball.
Williams comes back to inbound, and he gives it to Sonny Pierce. Sonny Pierce with 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Nice ball movement. Lot with it. And it's stolen by Mullins. Gives it up to Parker. Parker goes the length. And he gets the distance and the basket.
Number 2, Parker.
Parker has 7 points. He's been all over the floor for Holy Cross. That was Kennedy. Less than 10 seconds to go. Williams finds Kennedy. And that's going to be a foul. Kennedy goes to the line.
Number 3, Peyton Mullins.
Peyton Mullins grabs his first penalty of the game. 5.6 seconds on the clock, 16-point difference. It's been as much as 21. And he misses the first. .6 seconds left in the first half. Kennedy shooting the second of 2. Missed the first one. See what he does on the second. And smooth move. Kennedy picks it up. He has 8. 5 seconds. The shot, it'll count. And it goes off and no good. So at the end of the first half, it is the visiting Holy Cross Crusaders 39, the WCA Spartans 24. You're watching DET Sports Media's production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball, seen only on Waterbury Cable 16 and on YouTube. Stick around. We'll be back for the second half. Welcome back to the Waterbury Career Academy, the home of the Spartans for this DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball. Mitch Beck with you, and we are bringing you this wonderful action between the Waterbury Career Academy Spartans and the Holy Cross High School Crusaders. Crusaders cruising pretty quickly here. They lead 39-24. Here's the first half scoring. For the home Waterbury Career Academy, Zaire Lott has 3. Sean Turner has 2 personal fouls. Jason Kennedy has 5 points and a foul. Mojica has a bucket, and he has 2 fouls, including a technical. Sonny Pierce has 2 points. Carlos Cali has 4, and Andrew Williams has 8. For the Holy Cross High School Crusaders, Nate Munoz has 3. Elijah Parker has 7. Peyton Mullins has 12. Joe Dane has 4. Kevin Matisse has 2. And Ashton Sanasi has 11. In terms of fouls, Munoz has 1. Mullins has 1. Dane has 1. Blasky has 1. And Matisse has 1. And that's it. That's where we stand at halftime. Holy Cross is currently number 28 in the state, number 11 in D2 basketball here in Connecticut. And the Waterbury Career Academy is number 66 in the state. They are number 15 in D3. They currently have a 7-5 record. They're 0-3 in the league play. In terms of Holy Cross, they're 11-4 overall. They're 2-3 in league play. Just giving you some more stats here. Career Academy has scored 818 points, and they have surrendered 845. Where, listen to this, Holy Cross has scored 1,154 and only allowed 953. Both teams come in having won in their last game. Holy Cross won 2 in a row. And that's where we stand as the two teams gather around their respective coaches and get ready to start the second half. Possession arrow, I believe, favors the Spartans, but I could be wrong. Holy Cross taking a little bit longer. And I believe I was correct. It is the Spartans. Possession arrow favors that team right now. Kennedy literally 3 feet in front of us. Inbounds the ball to Andrew Williams. Excuse me. Williams makes a nice move, goes to the hole, and it's no good. Parker with yet another rebound. Gives it up to Sanasi. He goes to the middle, pulls up for the jumper, and hits it.
Cross basket number 15.
Sanasi with 13. Kennedy now. Mullins moved, and high off the board and in is Sonny Pierce. He has 4. Parker kicks it out. Long 3 from Mullins, and it hits the rim and no good. Ball bounces around. Sanasi gets it,
Cross basket number 15.
and he puts it in, and they have 15. Kennedy now just out in front of us. Sanasi on him. Fights his way through a pick. There's a shot. It's no good. We're going to get a foul. And it's going to go against 15, Sanasi.
Team's first.
That's his first foul of the game.
Spartans ball.
43-26. Inbounded. And Williams looks to find some help. Carlos Cali goes to the hole. Goes up and puts it in.
Basket, Carlos Kelly.
He has 6. Mullins now has Williams on him. Parker pulls it out. Looks to see what they have. Gives it up to Dane. Dane has Cali on him. Dane dishes off to Sanasi. Sanasi to Parker. Parker had Cali on him. He took about 106 steps there. And no foul and no call. Back the other way. And we'll have another foul.
Shooting 2 for the Spartans, Sonny Pierce.
Sonny Pierce going to the line. They're going to give that one to Sanasi. That's his second foul. 6:21 left. Just a minute 39 gone by here in the third quarter. And he misses the first. If you just watch, he's jerking the ball up there as opposed to putting the ball up there. And again, it comes from the legs. It's all a smooth motion that you're looking for. See how he just, on both of those, his knees just come to a sudden halt. And that'll happen every time when you do that. Dane looks for some help. Gets it to Munoz. Munoz kicks it back out to Dane. Dane moves towards the hoop. Looks for help. Kicks it out to Sanasi. And Mullins misses again from 3, but it's Munoz. Parker battles underneath. And it's Lott. Tries to get it ahead. And he puts it over the head of Sonny Pierce. Mullins gives it to Parker. Parker brings it up court. Parker has it back. Gets it out to Munoz. Munoz gives it to Sanasi. Sanasi has it stripped, and here's Williams back the other way. And he's mugged on the way in. And a blocking foul. They're going to call that one on Mullins. And Williams will shoot 2. Gets himself set. And again, came up short. Free throw shooting is just a lost art. Should be an automatic shot, but it isn't anymore. And he gets the second. Williams has 9. Parker now gives it up to Sanasi. Sanasi works through the middle, pulls up, and hits it. 17 points for Sanasi. Kennedy now. He pulls up for a jumper, and it's no good. Mullins with the rebound. Quickly out to Parker. Parker dumps it to Munoz, and he's fouled on the way up. He'll go and shoot 2. And I believe they're going to hit Sonny Pierce for that one.
Spartans foul number 12, Sonny Pierce, his first.
That's his first foul. Munoz going to shoot 2. And that one pops out of the net.
Shooting 2 for cross number 1, Nate Nunez. Checking the game for the Spartans, number 4.
Kennedy takes a break.
Mojica.
Coming in is Mojica. And Munoz going to shoot his second. And that one's short, too, if you also watch. Munoz didn't bend his legs at all. Kicked into the corner. Lott with an air ball. Sanasi comes back with speed the other way. And that's going to count. They're going to call that on Mojica. That's his third.
His third. Team second.
Might have to bring Mojica out of the game with 3 fouls. So an opportunity for a 3-point play here. And Sanasi shoots and hits it. He has 20 on the inbound. White, that should have been a travel. Instead, it's a basket.
Andrew Williams.
Williams now, he has 11. And kicked out to Mullins. Mullins loses control, and that'll be a jump ball. And possession arrow favors Holy Cross.
Holy Cross ball.
And Parker now. He has Mojica on him, goes baseline. He gets mugged, that's going to count. Nope, they're going to say it doesn't count. That's on Mojica, that's going to be his fourth.
Spartans foul number 4, Camilo Mojica, his 4th, team's third.
So Mojica has to come out now. Back into the game is Kennedy. Non-shooting foul. Parker sends it around. Nice. Alley-oop.
Cross-passing number 1.
Munoz and Sanasi connect on the alley-oop. That's 5 for Munoz. 50-31. Career Academy 3-point shot. That's no good. Nice rebound by Lott. Over to Williams. He loses the ball. Parker stripped him. Sanasi gives it to Parker. And he gets it.
Cross-passing number 2, Parker.
Parker has 9. 52-31. Williams gives it up to Lott. Kennedy for 3. That's short. And they're going to say that Parker stepped on the line. It'll be a turnover.
Game for cross number 11.
Coming into the game is Zach Blasky and Kevin Matisse. And in the rotation, Joe Dane takes a seat, as does Peyton Mullins. Mullins has 12. Williams. Long 3 from Lott. That's no good. And Kennedy is fouled.
Line shooting 2 for the Spartans, Jason Kennedy.
Kennedy is fouled.
That fouls on number 14.
That's
Kevin
going
Matthews.
to be on Matisse. That's his second.
Team's 4th.
So going to line to shoot 2 is Jason Kennedy with his 5 points. Misses that one.
Taking the game for the Spartans, number 1,
Williams
Sean
takes a
Turner.
seat. Back into the game is Sean Turner. Kennedy now give his second one a try. Much smoother on that one. And he gets the point. 52-32, 3:18 to go in the third. And that one's tossed away. And it goes out of bounds. Waterbury Career Academy getting an opportunity here. Inbounded Sonny Pierce. Kicked outside, 3-pointer. No good. And Callie Doesn't get it to go. Pierce, that's going to be an offensive foul on Pierce. Or Parker, excuse me. That'll be his first.
Offensive foul.
Good play.
And offensive foul is at number 1. Scratch that. Number 2.
Good play by Zaire Lott on that one. Set himself solidly, took the charge. Excellent defense. Blasky, number 11. He's guarding Sean Turner. Lott thought about a 3. Push down low. Carlos Cali goes high off the boards. And he has 8. Parker on the outside, dished low and a turnover. Back the other way, that's going to go too far. And Cali watches it goes out of Kennedy, watches it go out of bounds. Munoz takes a seat. Back into the game now is Trevor Carroll, number 4. I don't know how that wasn't a travel, but Turner's got it. And now they call it travel. Call it on Turner. That's a travel. It's the first one. There's been about 106 of them, but none of them have been called. Boy, has the game of basketball changed. Up to the top. That's Jason Kennedy. Nice move, but he loses control of it. And he'll stay. Into the game for the first time is number 35, Caden Dunn. And checking out is Ashton Senassi. He has 20 points. That's Sonny Pierce. He's working on Blasky. There's a 3. And it's no good. Lott smacks it all the way back to Senassi. And we're going to have a foul. They're going to call that, I believe, on Caden Dunn. Just came into the game and earned himself a foul. At least he got in the score pad.
Cross foul number 35, Caden Dunn. His first, team 6th.
One more, and they'll be shooting 1-and-1s. And they'll be shooting 1-and-1s. That one's going to go against Matisse. That's his 3rd. And they'll be shooting 1-and-1.
His 3rd, team 7, going to line, shooting 1-and-1.
Parker goes and takes a seat. Mullins makes his way back in.
Number 3, Peyton Mullins.
Shooting into line, shooting 1-and-1 is going to be Sonny Pierce. And he hits the first. Gets the bonus. Pierce has 5. 52-35. Sets himself up for the second. Shoots. And doesn't get the roll. Excellent effort. And it'll stay with Waterbury Career Academy. Caden Dunn giving himself up to try and keep it in. Unable to successfully do so. So Career Academy will inbound. Passed underneath the basket. And that goes off of Holy Cross again. Zaire Lott will inbound. Gets it out to Turner. Out to Kennedy. He fires a 3. That's no good. Carlos Cali turns it over to Mullins. Mullins comes all the way across, throws it up. No good. And it does a great defensive play, Mullins does. Dunn gives it up. Mullins now Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Blasky goes between the legs, and he shoots up the runner, and it's an air ball. Carlos Cali was beaten on that one. Kicked into the corner for Lott. Lott shoots three. And there's his second three of the game. He has 6 with 20 seconds to go. Matisse dumps it to the corner to Dunn. He comes in and hits a three.
Scratch at number 35, Dunn.
I don't get that one at all. As the buzzer sounds, it would have counted. And after 3 quarters of play, it is the visiting Holy Cross High School Crusaders leading 55-38 over Waterbury Career Academy. And we'll have another performance here from WCA. Simple, but nice. Anyway, we will head into the fourth quarter here of this DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball, as seen only live on YouTube and Waterbury Cable 16. Glad to have you along on a chilly night here in Waterbury. We will be back Thursday night, and then we will have a game Saturday for you. We actually have 2 games for you on Saturday. And we will see how this goes. 17 points is the difference. Interesting little aside here is that Career Academy will be in the bonus the entire fourth quarter. Every foul will be a 1-and-1 until they hit 10, and then every foul after that will be a 2-shot foul. So Holy Cross has got to pay attention to that. Person in the most foul trouble in the game is Carmelo Mojica, number 4 for Career Academy. He has 4, including a technical. Matisse has 3 fouls for Holy Cross. And that's picked up by Parker. And they try and go back and forth. Doesn't work. Goes off of Kennedy. And the ball will stay with Holy Cross. Inbounded to Parker. He shoots a 3. And they'll give him the 3. Parker with 12. 58-38. Hard move to the hoop. Kennedy. He has 8. Spartan ball. Mullins showing a little resistance here. Williams gets double teamed. Kennedy pulls up for the jump shot, and he buries it. He has 10 points now. Full court pressure from Waterbury Career Academy. Dane gets fouled. First of the game, and first time is Dasani Yates. He gets his first. Only the 3rd team foul. And Parker now. Excuse me, it's the 4th team foul. Kennedy thought about a 3, looked at it. Kicked it out to Dane. Dane sends it across to Mullins. He will pull up for 3. Puts it through to the bottom of the net. He is 15 now. (61-42). Put inside to Yates. Yates kicks it outside for Kennedy. Kennedy drains it. He has 13 now. Here comes Parker, gives it up. That's going to be a foul on Yates. Munoz really wanted that one. Smacks his hand in frustration. He wanted that dunk.
Spartans foul number 11, Dasani Yates, his second.
61-45. That's just the 5th foul. 2 more to give for Career Academy. Munoz will shoot 2. He's got 5 points. And it rolls out. Yates goes and takes a seat. Back into the game is Carlos Cali. Munoz will line up for his second shot. And he buries the second one. He has 6 points. Mullins putting pressure on the ball. And up and in is Sonny Pierce. He has 7. Full court pressure now. Mullins gets it to Parker as they break the trap. And Munoz wanted the basket, didn't get it. And Parker does. He has 14. Kennedy now for feeling the threes. Munoz with it. Gets the rebound, goes coast to coast. Goes in and out. Dane had it in his hands. And it goes out of bounds. 5:46 remaining in the fourth quarter. Williams now. He has Parker on him. Parker sending him wide. Cali was going to set a pick. Williams lost the ball, but we got a foul. This is going to be 1-1.
Ross foul number 2, Parker.
That'll go on Parker. That's just his second. So it's going to be 1-1 here.
Number 30, Andrew Williams.
Williams is going to go and shoot 1-1. He makes the first. He'll get a second. If not, it'll be a live ball. Williams prepares and sets. Shoots. And gets it.
First.
He has 12. This one will be a live ball. 64-48. Second one is no good. Munoz with the rebound. Kennedy strips him. Goes baseline, kicks it out to Lott. Lott steps aside. Long three. And that was Sonny Pierce. He has 10. And we have a timeout called. So it's only 13 is the margin. It's been as much as 21. It's 64-51 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the game. We are on the campus of Waterbury Career Academy at 175 Birch Street in Waterbury, Connecticut. Good to have you along. We will be back on the air on Thursday night. We'll have a game of the week for you then. Every day is a game of the week, as opposed to game of the month, which we don't have. But we do have a stock supply of game of the week. It's buy one, get one free this week.
Maybe it's games of the week.
Every game is a game of the week. So we're happy to have you here. It's Deb Thoreau and Mitch Beck with you. It's the A-team. And the buzzer sounds. Possession arrow favors the Spartans right now, in case we get another jump ball. Spartans are going to inbound, the Crusaders are going to inbound. And the possession arrow favors Holy Cross. And it's inbounded quickly. Parker gives it up to Munoz, back to Parker. Mullins calling for it. And we're going to have a foul. That's going to go on Williams.
Spartans foul number 30, Andrew Williams.
That's Williams. That's his sixth.
His first, team sixth.
Next foul will put Holy Cross in the bonus position. Parker looks for help. Sees Dane. Dane gives it back to Parker. Parker with Williams on him. Parker looks about taking it to the hoop. He does. He turns and gets it back to Sanasi. Sanasi resets. He had Kennedy on him, and that's going to go on Kennedy. Kennedy picks up his second,
Spartans foul number 3.
but that's going to put them in the bonus. This will be a 1-and-1.
Team 7. At the line, shooting
1-and-1 for Sanasi at the line.
Sanasi.
Sanasi has 20. And he shoots the first of a 1-and-1. Makes the first one.
Makes the first.
65-51. Both teams now in the bonus. Just under 5 minutes left in regulation. And Sanasi also gets a second one. He's got 22. Up to Kennedy. Kennedy kicks it out wide. That's Sonny Pierce. There's a three from Lott. That's no good. And Muñez has it go off of his hand. It will stay with the Spartans. It's going to be inbounded. Everybody seems to be confused. Sonny Pierce will inbound. And it's out to Kennedy. Williams. He has Sanasi on him. Pierce pulls up a long three. And he buries it. He has 13 points. Pierce does. And a turnover. And a nice retreat. Coming back hard on the play was Sanasi. He knocked it right out of Callie's hands. So it'll inbound by the Spartans. They look for somebody. They're running out of time. They get it in. Lott sends it to Kennedy. Kennedy goes by Parker, and Dane goes off the backboard. Callie, no good. And coming away with it is Parker. Mullins goes for the layup, and he gets it up and in.
Number 3, Mullins.
Mullins has 17. Sanasi has 22. He leads all scorers. Kennedy gets it to Callie. Back out to Lott. He pulls up for a three. That's no good. And it's Parker. Parker goes the length of the court. Finds Muñez open for three. That's no good. Kennedy gets it out to Lott. Lott throws it at the net. They're going to call a blocking foul. Lott seems to be shaken up. He's down on the ground. Gets some help up. That's going to get called on Peyton Mullins. That's his third of the game. So that will be Zaire Lott at the line to shoot two. He has 6 points. Sets himself for the first. No good. Dane comes out, as does Mullins. Back into the game is number 11, Zach Blasky, and number 14, Kevin Matisse. At the line, shooting two is Lott. His second one is good. He has 6. Lott goes and takes a seat. Sean Turner back in. Lott goes, as he's limping, over to the trainer.
Taking the game for Spartans, number 1, Sean Turner.
They're checking out his ankle. Sanasi is trapped. Quickly moved to Parker. Parker turns it over. Callie fights his way into the zone, kicks it back out to Pierce. Pierce with a long three. That bounces in and out. Muñez there. Parker with it now. Parker with Turner all over him. Blasky gets it back after handing it off to Muñez. Dumped inside to Matisse. Back down to Muñez. Back to Blasky at the top of the key. Parker now. Matisse gives it up to Parker. Parker for three. No good. And that's rebounded by Sonny Pierce. Long pass all the way up to Williams. No good. And it will stay with the Career Academy with 2:35 to go. 68-55 is our score. 9 team fouls for the Crusaders. 7 for Waterbury Career Academy. Ball looking to be inbounded. Williams, he gets it in. Gives it to Turner. Callie for the jumper. That's no good. And Blasky going to hold up time here. He has Turner on him. And that's going to be a foul on Turner. That's his third. And this will go to 1-1.
Spartans foul number 1, Sean Turner.
At the line to shoot is Zach Blasky.
Goal line shooter 1-1. Number 11, Lashy.
Dane is going to check into the game for Munoz.
Checking the game for Cross. Number 10, Joe Dane.
Head coach of Crusaders giving some guys some playing time. And Blasky makes the first. He'll shoot another.
Takes the first.
And he shoots the second one. That's no good. And it's rebounded by Kennedy. Kennedy goes to the hoop, throws it in.
Spartans basket, Jason Kennedy.
He has 15. And Matisse gives it up, and it's stolen by Williams. Williams gets the shot.
Basket, Andrew Williams.
He has 14. And calling timeout.
Timeout, Cross with your score. Cross 69.
Head coach not too happy right now. 69-59. This is a 21-point game at one point. It's now a 10-point game with 1:50 to go. Still a doable game if you can make a couple of stops here. It's a 4-possession game. So you're going to need to make a stop here. Get a quick turnover. So Holy Cross built up a very big lead and has kind of slacked off a bit. And that has the head coach discussing what he wants with his team. He called the timeout. You're watching a DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball, only on Waterbury Cable 16 and live on YouTube. Joe Dane is going to inbound. Full court pressure here from the Spartans. Got to give them a lot of credit. Despite being down 21, they have fought their way back into this one. Sanasi gives it up. Dane with it. They want a foul, and they do. And it'll probably go on Pierce. That's just his second.
Number 12, Sonny Pierce. His second.
Be 1-1 here
At the line,
for Parker.
Number 2, Parker.
Next foul for either team, and then everything will be 2-shot fouls. And misses the first. Ball is live, and it's just what the strategy worked for Career Academy. They need the shot here. And Dane with a big rebound. Parker finds Sanasi. And we're going to get a foul. That's going to go on Callie. That's just his first, but it'll be putting them into the full bonus, which means they'll shoot 2.
Carlos Kelly.
Minute 27 to go, 10-point difference.
His first, team's 10th. At the line, shoot 2, number 15, Ashton Sanasi.
Sanasi going to shoot 2. Misses the first. When they keep missing free throws, that makes the Spartans' strategy work. Needs to make this one here. Sanasi shoots, and he hits it.
Makes the second. Check it back into the game.
He has 23. Mullins checks in. Dane checks out to play the final minute 25. Williams with Mullins on him. Pick set by Callie. It's kind of a moving pick. And Williams hits a three. Huge three-point shot. And it's just an 8-point game with 1:17 to go. I'm emotionally not sure what to do in a close game. I haven't been in one in a while. Great job by Ronan O'Leary. His team very easily could have quit when they were down 21 points. But they've battled and they're only down 8 with 1:17 to go. It's a 3-possession game. Need to make a shot. Make a stop, make a quick shot. For Holy Cross now, it's about making free throws. Because that's exactly what's coming. As soon as somebody gets the ball, it's an immediate foul. Time is more precious than free throw shots. Full court pressure. Parker with it. And there's the foul immediately. I think they'll get Pierce again. Or will they get Turner? Nope, they'll take Pierce. That's his third. So Parker is going to make 2 free throw shots here. Key for this game, they need to make both. Makes the first. He has 15. If he can make this one, it's a 4-possession game. Parker needs this shot. That's a lane violation. So that's exactly what the Spartans wanted. Only 1 second came off the clock. And they get another shot at it. Williams, a little bit out of control, gives it to Kennedy. You don't want to foul here. Got time. So that's exactly what they did, was commit a foul. Now it's a 2-shot foul. And they're going to nail Blasky with that. Blasky. Shooting is Jason Kennedy. Makes the first. It's an 8-point game. 1:03 left. Kennedy, key shot here. And it's short, rebounded by Parker. He's fouled immediately.
Spartans foul number 24, Kelly.
That's Callie. That's only his second foul.
Goal line shooting 2 for cross number
1:02 left on the clock. If they can get 2 misses here, would be huge. That's a big basket for Parker. He is 16. If he can make this, it's a 4-possession game. Nope, it's short. Kennedy comes out of it with some speed. Gets to the middle, goes to the hoop, and he misses. And put back in by Callie. He has 10. 51.7 left. And we have a 7-point margin. Still a 3-possession game, though. So we'll see what can transpire here. Holy Cross needs to start making free throws. They got one on the last exchange, but to bury this game and take it home for the visitors, they need to start making some shots. Ronan O'Leary explaining what he wants. He's showing to deny the ball without committing a foul. Just keep your hand in front of the guy. And you don't make body contact. You just deny. For those of you who watch a lot of hockey, that would be sticks in lanes. Same thing. Same concept. For baseball, it would mean get your agent to talk to the manager of the opposing team and tell him that you want dinner money. I don't know what I just said, but it makes some sense to me in some twisted, demented way. 51.7 to go. 7 points separate the two teams. Holy Cross will inbound. Spartans are inbounding. Let's see if they learn their lesson about denying. And it's inbounded. Should foul immediately. And that's going to go out of bounds. Excellent effort by Kennedy, but will stay on the side with Holy Cross. Whoever touches this ball when it gets inbound should be immediately fouled. Mullins, and he's just that. He's fouled immediately. That's Williams' second. Go to the line and shoot two.
Foul number 30, Andrew Williams, his third. Goal line shooting two.
Williams' third.
Mullins.
44 seconds left. And it's a 7-point game. Key free throws here. That one was huge. Mullins hits the first. He hits the second one. This one should be pretty much do it. And it's short. Still a breath of life. Kennedy inbounds it to Callie. Back to Williams. Williams to the corner. And that's a foul.
For Ross, foul number 15.
That's going to go against Sanasi.
Goal line shoot two for the Spartans, number 1, Sean Turner.
Sean Turner going to shoot two with 31 to go, 37.1 to go. 8-point difference in this one. He needs to hit both. Nope. Got to let that go and try and get this next one here. Can't come away empty. And second one. And Munoz in. He gets fouled. That'll go against Kennedy. And he'll go shoot two.
Spartans foul number 1, Sean Turner. His
Oh,
fourth.
they gave it to Turner. I thought they were going to give that to Kennedy.
Goal line shooting two for cross number 1.
That's his fourth.
Dave Eunice.
Munoz now going to shoot two. If he gets two, the game's over. Makes the first.
Makes the first.
He has 7. And makes the second one. That should pretty much do it. 10 points with 35 seconds to go. Shouldn't foul. Let him shoot. Williams short. Parker now. Quick turnover. Kennedy for 3. That's no good. Parker with the ball. 20 seconds left and another foul. They battled.
Spartans foul number 1, Sean Turner. His fifth.
That's Sean Turner's 5th. He's done.
Checking in the game for the Spartans, number 11.
And number 11 is Dasani Yates comes on in. So Turner fouls out. He has no points.
At the line shooting two for cross number 2, Parker.
And Parker, who's struggled at the line, he will shoot 2. Misses the first. Parker needs this one. Sets himself and shoots. And goes in and out. You should just let him. Don't even touch him. Don't go near him. That was foolish. That's going to go on Mullins. That's his fourth. 15.8 to go.
Number 3, Mullins. His score. Goal line shoot 2 for the Spartans. Jason Kennedy.
Kennedy's going to shoot 2. And misses the first. Shooting the second now. And it pops out. Munoz with it. Kennedy steals it away. And it doesn't go. And quickly moved all the way up to Mullins. He wisely pulls it out with 3, 2, and 1.
That's the end of the game. Your final score.
And that will do it.
Spartans,
I want to thank you for
65.
joining us tonight on a Tuesday night for this DET Sports Media production of Naugatuck Valley League Boys Varsity Basketball. This is Mitch Beck saying thank you for joining us once again. We will be back on the air with you Thursday night. Here's our final score. Holy Cross 75, Waterbury Career Academy 65. Thank you very much for joining us again. Have a pleasant evening.